Dogecoin continues on its path to the moon. We have seen the overall market continue higher, even though small caps and EV stocks, growth stocks, have continued to crash. We have seen stocks like NIO and Tesla come off the highs over the last couple of weeks by a considerable amount. But who cares about all that stuff? Because in today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 stocks to buy right now. If you like free money as much as I do, check out the link in the description for Webull. You can now trade Dogecoin on Webull. So if you're looking for a place to trade both stocks and Dogecoin, check out the link in the description for Webull, and they're going to give you 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. Let's jump into the charts and talk about the top 3 stocks right now. Let's get it. Since the last time we talked, Bitcoin has sold off considerably. We saw highs of 64,000 plus. We then had news that some countries were looking to ban Bitcoin, and that created this flash crash down towards 54,000. What happens when Bitcoin crashes? Well, obviously when Bitcoin crashes, the usual Bitcoin mining suspects, like my girl Mara, they're gonna pull back. So if we look at a daily chart here on this Mara, we can see that we had hit highs of almost $60 a share on old girl Mara, but when Bitcoin sold off hard, Mara sold off hard, giving back 40 to 50%. Here we have a 40% pullback, which is a really nice buying opportunity. These Bitcoin mining stocks are volatile. There's no way around it. They are volatile. So if you're going to be looking to buy the dip on these Bitcoin mining stocks, you better have some life insurance. You can get a quote for life insurance as little as 5 minutes or less with the link in the description. Just a little joke, but seriously, you need life insurance. So these Bitcoin mining stocks, my favorite long-term is probably Mara. So this is obviously a buying opportunity. We have support down here towards $30 a share. We're approaching that prior resistance becomes support, and we're approaching that area right now. So we could look for a buy and then a move back higher. We do have a 24-month price target of $100 per share here on Mara, and this thing really gets moving. If Bitcoin moves 1 or 2%, you get Mara typically moving 3 or 4%, and that's the way that works. So if Bitcoin goes down 1%, typically Mara will drop about 3%, and the same thing goes on the upside. So if Bitcoin goes up 1%, you're typically going to see these Bitcoin mining stocks go up 3%. And we do have a $100,000 price target on Bitcoin before the end of 2021. And if that does indeed hit, these Bitcoin mining stocks are really going to take off. And those who buy the dip and have the intestinal fortitude to hold on for dear life during these drops in these mining stocks, then they're going to really get paid handsomely. My second favorite mining stock is CLSK, Clean Spark, and it has really been decimated here of late with this Bitcoin pullback and the tech sell-off. But Clean Spark is continuously adding to their Bitcoin mining operation, and they have their microgrid technology, which helps to distribute energy gained by renewable energy sources such as wind and solar. I think their microgrid clean energy side of the business is going to be growing, and we all know that the crypto mining side of the business, I expect those earnings numbers to be better than expected over the next couple of quarters. So Clean Spark, CLSK, we have support here on the chart down at $13, $14 per share. That's my buy zone. I want to buy in front of that prior resistance because, as we know, prior resistance becomes support. Once you break out of that resistance level, it then becomes support, and we can use those areas to buy in front of and look for this thing to round back out and head to the moon. And that's exactly what we're looking here with Clean Spark and Mara. We do have a $50 to $60 price target on Clean Spark. Let's talk about NEO real quick. NEO, you guys know I've been critical of NEO. It's just not my favorite EV stock. I have nothing against the company. I think it grows long term. But NEO has been the most highly shorted stock in the entire market over the last couple of weeks. What does that mean? It means short sellers are jumping on this, trying to drive the price down. So I think we do have a possible short squeeze here happening with NEO. So if NEO does not break this support area down towards $31, $32 a share and starts to round back out, it could really start to squeeze these short sellers, and we could get a retest of those all-time highs at $67 per share. So we're looking for some strength to squeeze out these early short sellers here on NEO and a retest of those all-time highs. That is a possible swing trade here that I'm analyzing on NEO. But I think in order for the EV market, the EV sector, to get out of this funk that it's been in, we're going to need to see some more strength from Tesla. It's just been kind of chopping around over the last couple of weeks. We had the initial big sell-off. From 900 all the way back down to 540, but we've since reclaimed about half of that sell-off. And if we break back out towards those all-time highs on Tesla, I think that could snap the EV sector out of the sell-off that it's been in, and that would be a really good sight for sore eyes, as it's been tough every day to see these EV stocks continue to sell off. But if Tesla starts approaching those all-time highs, I think those who bought the dip are going to get paid handsomely and rewarded for their dip buying extravaganzas. To wrap up the video, let's take a look at the overall market for a second. Let's pull up the S&P 500, the SPY, and we can see that this thing has just been continuing to grind higher. We're trading at 414 on the SPY right now. We have pulled back a little bit off of those all-time highs, and it's a weird market because you have growth stocks, EV stocks, renewables, solar, all these energy stocks selling off hard. I mean, crashing, really giving it all back, while you have other stocks like recovery stocks and just non-tech related stocks doing very well. So it's a weird market. I know it sucks to have to hear buy the dip every day for a few months straight, and some of you guys are sick of the dip buying and you want to see some green in your portfolio. I'm in the same boat with you guys, but we just have to remain diligent and we have to keep our eyes on the finish line. So if this market starts to roll over, I'm not really sure what it means. Are we going to have money pulled out of the recovery stocks and thrown back into growth stocks? That very well could happen. So I'm not sure the overall market, the direction of the overall market even really means that much for us growth stock investors right now, because there's kind of a disconnect between those growth companies and the overall market that we've been seeing over the last few months. So that's another thing to keep your eye on. That's going to wrap the video up, guys. If you got something of value from it, do me a big favor and hit that like button for me. Check out all the links in the description for your free money. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace.